initiation expression. So that is what sets the ball rolling. By choosing between the generative force or the generative polarities of either consciousness, which is the care, or the unconsciousness, which is the fear. Again, once you are on a consciousness level or in a level of fear, that's what sets the ball rolling and the loop starts to twisting or turning, right? So the positive side of the loop is you accepting the truth and you're open-minded and truly care about the things you want to change. And if you do that, you gain true knowledge. And knowledge is the acceptance of truth of how it really is. The knowledge is the receiving and acceptance of truth. Knowledge positively influences your decision-making processes in every single area of your life. Again, if you start to truly develop consciousness, that's why your intelligence and true knowledge starts to appear. You will understand your losses. You will understand your wins. You will understand your rules. You will understand your guidance. You will understand what to do and you will understand what not to do. That's also where your intuition starts to kick in because you gain experience and repetition for knowledge. Again, because you accept the truth of what it is. You're not like putting yourself sideways and deny all that stuff and be like, oh, that shit doesn't work and blah, blah, blah. If you do that, that's not knowledge. That's you entering the negative by having fear of consequences or, again, responsibilities. Again, if you want to blame someone else on your losses, that's fine. But again, you're just fearing and denying your responsibility of, oh, where's your checklist? Show me your analysis. Show the whole step-by-step process. Show me a 20 confluence you had when you took this trade and show me that you put on proper risk management and all the confluences that lead into it, right? And if you're aware of all these responsibilities, then you're not blaming anyone, right? Or by refusing the truth, you will obviously gain what? What's the opposite of knowledge? And that's an interesting one as well. It is ignorance. Ignorance is the refusal of truth. If you're ignoring something, that is one of the worst things you can do. Let's say you're just getting an L in your trading and you just ignore it. You just never look it up again. You just don't do it. You just don't journal it. You just plan out what you will ever receive out of that. It's not even an L, it's an even bigger L because you not even try to figure out of what the reasons have been why this L maybe was caused. What did you do wrong? Did you read journal? Did you check your checklist? Did you go over all your thought process again? What did you see at the stage? What maybe could be different? But if you ignore it, that's just a refusal of the truth. You don't want to accept that you were wrong. Same thing of trading. If you want not to accept that you caught a trade wrong, and then that's where the revenge trading happens. But you try to jump in a trade again to make your money back and you're chasing kind of a setup. That's the refusal of truth that you have been wrong, right? But if you gain true knowledge, you shouldn't accept the truth and maybe, yes, you did something wrong. Accepting losses is one of the biggest challenge for every trader. Don't get caught in this ignorance of refusal of the truth. So the ignorance, again, is denying the truth, and it's the negative, or it negatively influences all your decision-making processes, again, in every area of your life. So not knowing, even though necessary information is present to you, because that information has been willingly refused or discarded. That is where ignorance is at its peak, but you should turn around and be like, oh shit, you're going the absolute wrong way. Again, if there's a video helping you something about whatever area in your life, and you just ignore it. Now, if someone gives you advice, you simply ignore it. That is when necessary information is present, but you're simply ignoring it. If you ask an educator about something, he gives you an advice and you just ignore it because you think you know it better, or you whatever, don't want to listen it, that's ignorance. That's one of the worst things you can do. And again, you will find yourself in a big negative loop and it will become way, way worse. Okay. So start opening your mind truthfully to truth, right? And accept truth, accept being wrong sometimes as well, and start to gain true knowledge, because that is what at the end of the day will positively influences your decision making, by having knowledge. If you have ignorance, all the steps after that will most likely be very wrong, because you're acting upon ignorance and not about knowing what you actually do.